Hi guys, and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 91, and I am your hostess with the mostest cat. And you know what? I feel like a deranged sociopath, as it is time for the spooky. So you know what? I'm going to be a browser. So I pick Firefox because they tell me Firefox, and I'm joined by my other search engine browsers, Chris.
Let's go with Opera.
Oh fuck, that's an old one.
I was gonna do that one, damn it.
Oh, oops. I was trying to go with one obscure for you guys.
And McBride.
Oh crap. Oh, what's it? I don't know. Safari.
Oh yeah.
And Devon.
This is any browser.
Devon?
Any old browser.
Any old browser.
Any
I'm going
browser.
since it's Halloween. The year. Well, it's been a year of horrors, but it's October, so it's spooky season. So horrifying things. I'm gonna go with Internet Explorer.
I was wondering where you were going.
Classic Internet Explorer. I like it.
The one that started in 2019.
Yeah.
The Internet Explorer.
I just love the slowpoke memes that always have to do with Internet Explorer.
I mean,
Like, hey, did you hear about Pepe?
Internet Explorer is probably just finding out about COVID right now.
I feel like it's actually probably caught up by now, but like because it's just become a classic meme. Also,
Yeah, because it's not
I
called
got-
Internet Explorer anymore.
Yeah, no, it's something else.
It's Edge.
Edge.
It's just going through. It's finally going through its edgy teenager phase.
Quite literally.
Literally.
That was
Yeah.
a joke. I got my timer correct at the exact moment that Kira started talking, and I'm happy with myself. I just wanted to say that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. To be fair, I woke up literally an hour ago.
I just got home at like 10:45 because my dumbass thought it would be a good idea to run this morning.
Ew. Exercise.
Yeah. Which
And then
led me
there's
into a
me,
hilarious segue though.
Oh yeah.
Because I was in my workout gear running, and then I came home and I put on my joggers, but I didn't wear my joggers when I went jogging.
Are joggers pants or are they shoes?
They're
My
pants.
brain hurt from that sentence.
And it's like the same logic where like all of the women that constantly wear yoga pants, how many of them actually do yoga in yoga pants?
Nobody.
See?
More
Actually,
of a
about
fashion-
5%, if that.
Yeah, see?
It's more of a fashion thing than anything.
Yes,
But they
fashion.
don't have pockets.
And not Sunday not caring about anything in the world and just going to the grocery store type of deal.
That can technically count as fashion.
The lazy Sunday fashion.
Fashion here.
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas right now.
Same.
So am I.
Because I got
I've
up
got-
like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before we started recording.
Yeah, you're worse than I am.
Oh,
I've got
always.
my 80s video game pajama bottoms and a shirt that insults people.
I'm
Excellent.
wearing fuzzy pants.
This is how I live my life.
I got a
I
I got a
don't-
wife beater with a breast pocket and my joggers.
Why does a wife
Wait,
beater
wait,
have
wait,
a breast pocket?
Why is it called a white
Wait,
beater?
wait,
I hate that name.
I know, I don't like calling it either, but the fact that it has
I
a
usually
breast
call it a
pocket, just I had to.
That's such a strange
Why does it have a
combination of
breast
things.
pocket?
I know.
so
For the
weird.
sophisticated beater.
Oh.
Thanks, I hate it.
You might be a cunning linguist,
I
but I'm a
hate
master
it.
debater.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy.
Any more.
That's all I got.
We're gonna go see Carnage later.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, so am I.
Ooh, fun.
Nice.
And I hate you all.
Yes. Suffer with your envy.
I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna go see, oh no, I can't. Damn it. I wanted to go see James Bond, then it comes out this Friday, but we leave for Seashelt on Friday.
Oh yeah, you do that thing
Damn
where you
it.
travel.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
I
I'm
just found out where the
traveling
term.
as well that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sounds
shit.
Sounds like the
right, we're
makings of Anarchy
Oh,
Part
wait.
3.
I
Wait.
just realized I'm gonna be gone next Sunday.
Gently.
Gotta love how this is how Kira finds out. By the way,
On the episode before the next one, which I'm not
I
gonna
found
be
out
here
yesterday
for.
with McBride. I'm like, okay, I can do this with Devon and Chris. I can do.
I'll be here still. I'll
You know
still
how to
be
turn the
here.
recording on.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you can
It's-
walk them through it.
the
It's
thought
pretty
that
simple.
counts.
And it's the count that thoughts.
That being said, will you wake up before 11 if I am not here playing video games early in the morning?
Debatable.
Master debatable.
I will.
Ha.
That's it. It's gonna be me next week. Me and Gently. We're gonna just talk about ARC. There we go. That's the plan.
Excellent.
I might still
That's
wake
it.
up on time.
You can't see this.
Speaking of waking up,
You can't.
oh my god,
You can't,
I
You can't.
have Vic news.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Has she
because
not woken up?
No, because she's okay, no to that, but like because she's been working full time for the past 3 weeks, her sleeping in now is 10:30. She was up before I got home.
What
I know, it was amazing.
nonsense is this?
Now, I don't know very much about Victoria's sleep schedule. I don't know if that is impressive or not.
Before she had been working full time, she maybe got up 1:45.
Okay, so not actually. So worse than me.
Yeah,
Kind of. Almost.
yeah,
Worse than you.
yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was when we used to record at McBride's place, and I came from work, so I was always early.
Yeah, we would always
I think
do
there
it
was
in
one
the
point where
evening.
she had only been awake for like an hour or two, and I get there at like 4.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I would
Put
have
that
just
into
been
perspective.
coming home from downtown at
Yeah,
that
because we
point.
used to
Yeah.
record like around like 6-ish or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
I would come straight from work.
Yeah, and you were
So
still
would
in
I.
North Van at the time too, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
I would
Yeah.
like bus up, I think.
I remember having to go over to your guys' place in Coquitlam right at rush hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember I would leave and I'd be like, "Okay, I don't actually know when I'm going to get to your guys' place because I could the drive could maybe be
Traffic.
like 20 minutes or it could be an hour."
Yeah, 'cause I
The
think I
thankful
used to
part
bus
of
up.
recording on a Sunday now.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we used to record on
yeah. There was
a Wednesday, I think.
Friday
It
nights.
used to be Friday
Friday
nights,
nights.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Because then because at some point I also moved to Sarah's, and it was like,
You were in
Yes.
Surrey. Oh,
And it
God,
was
you were in
so bad.
Surrey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't miss having
Yep.
to
I
drive you
stopped-
back to Surrey.
I stopped working like Saturday mornings because I was like, hey, I can't do this.
There's that I can't get there that early.
It
Well, I
is
could.
not.
I could, but not when
possible.
we'd recorded late at night and we'd finish up by like
recording Friday night.
Yeah.
between like that and then also getting dinner afterwards because we'd always eat and hang out and play games, and I miss games. But
It's okay.
But, like,
November's coming.
I
You
know,
know,
we're
we-
gonna smash in November. It's coming.
I don't mean those. Oh God.
Are you gonna bring your wife beater?
My breast pocketed wife beater? Absolutely.
Your breasty
That's
wife
it, fuck
beater?
it.
What am I doing?
Okay, I'm also gonna bring my wife
Stop
beater.
making it worse.
Okay, but I want to play Uno. No, not Uno. I don't care about Uno. I love Uno, but not like that. What is the game?
Cards Against
I love
Humanity.
Uno, but
you.
not that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just miss all of
dear.
our card
I-
games. Kiki. Kiki.
Hello, Kiki.
Get
Kiki's
out of
eating
the
cereal,
cupboard.
isn't she? I don't know, she's in the cupboard. I did just look up where the term wife beater actually came from, and it makes a lot of sense, but it's also kind of horrendous.
I mean,
I know why.
I can't imagine.
Probably-
I can't imagine the term wife beater has a
it's
wholesome
stereoty-
beginning.
It's stereotypical because of those people. Because a lot of the people that would be domestic abusers would wear the shirts.
Nope.
No,
Nope. Nope.
really.
A man in 1947, a Detroit man actually, was arrested for
1947,
beating
okay.
his wife to death in a white undershirt. And that is where the twine was coined.
Well, I wasn't exactly off.
Yeah. And then this one's this part of is it alleged because it's unconfirmed, but news outlets were alleged to have printed a photo of him in a stained undershirt and refer to him as the wife beater. And that's where the term came from.
Okay.
Interesting. This is a wholesome
I've been staring
podcast.
that on my phone since you
That's kind of like
since when?
back in like
Since
the early
when?
2000s when they would do like superhero movies and they're like, well, hang on, we can't just call them by their superhero names because that's stupid, so we have to find a really strange convoluted reason to call them like Spider-Man or
Yeah.
Cyclops or whatever, even though it's really just obvious at that point.
Yeah.
You know, back when they were also afraid to put them
But
in
oh well.
their costumes.
It's like, yes, we know what we all want the X-Men to be in. Black leather. Which admittedly was probably a good call at the time. I don't think any costume designer back then
Would have gotten away
could
with
make
yellow.
those outfits work.
Hell
No,
no.
they could have. We could have.
Although I always remember seeing X-Men Apocalypse, which I don't recommend. But at the very end, they have them all in their like comic accurate suits, basically being like, "Hey, yeah, we're actually gonna like put them in their comic accurate suits for once." And then I saw Dark Phoenix, the movie afterwards, which is also terrible and would not recommend. And they're all just wearing regular clothes the entire movie.
Yeah.
Well, the important thing is that they tried.
I don't think
tried
they
at
even
one
really
point.
tried. They didn't even like. It was the Dark Phoenix movie. The second time they've adapted that storyline, she doesn't go full Firebird in it. Mm-hmm. Again. The thing, everybody complained the last time they did it that she didn't go full Firebird. It's like, well, you got your second chance.
And you
Don't
blew
do
it.
it.
Although there is a
Do
really,
it.
really funny scene where she like
Kiki.
uses her
I
telepathy
have to
to
fix
make
Kiki.
Xavier like walk, and it's just James McAvoy doing his best while basically doing the Ministry of Silly Walks bit from Monty Python upstairs. It's just like it's supposed to be this really like kind of scary scene, and it's just James McAvoy doing the silly walks.
Kiki is playing the bongos. On
Beautiful.
The
That's what we all want to see, you know. Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Cat.
Oh,
My cat's insulted that I did that.
Aw.
I'm playing with the laser pointer with Kiki, and she always does this thing on the welcome mat where she does the bongos. She likes to play with the
That's-
laser pointer specifically on the welcome mat. Or be made to run literally
Okay.
across the house and then run all the way back.
Zoom.
As
Like, I
you
don't know
can
if you
hear
can
now.
hear that.
Oh, it'll
Yeah, you
come
could hear
through.
that.
oh yeah.
We heard it on Discord with Crisp.
Yeah.
It's gonna come through.
I have
Yeah.
this microphone set to full, so
Oh god, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
yeah, because
so-
otherwise it's like just a bit too quiet,
And I can't hear her.
and you can't be
You
heard.
don't hear Chris.
Because half the time you turn away from the microphone.
Listen!
I love you.
Like
I
now?
love you.
I was gonna say, like then?
Yeah.
Don't call me out!
I'm
You
sorry.
don't even have cameras!
I'm sorry. I'm a
audio
sound
never
person. So it's
lies.
like the one thing I'm just like, okay, when you're talking with the microphone, you gotta speak into the microphone.
No.
But if you're not
No.
like, you know,
No.
trained in the art of like voice acting or something like that, it's something. It's. I mean, admittedly, in your defense, it's actually really hard to do that because it goes against like just everything you
Look how pretty she is.
do as a person. She is very pretty. She's a very elegant lady.
What a stupid bitch.
Yeah, goddamn thought.
Well then.
Is a thought.
Oh, so I since it's now
Oh, hey, I was gonna take a
the month of the spoops. No, it's not going to be a thing.
No.
That was like that was definitely a fetch moment. I was like, this could be a thing, and as soon as I did it,
Stop
like,
trying to make it happen.
but I watched a movie called The Mist last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one?
Okay.
It's the one where they're all in this like
Which one?
grocery store.
Yep.
There's only one.
Ah, yes.
There's
more than one.
I mean, well, actually, no, that's not
No,
true.
there's
It was
the
based
mist
off.
with an I, and there's the mist with a Y.
It's the one with the eye.
Okay.
There is a new emoji that basically is just a pumpkin.
Yay! But
Good.
it killed me because I don't know if any of you have seen it, but
I think I've seen
yes.
it, yeah.
yeah, it's like where they're all in like a convenience store, and then this
Yeah.
mist comes in, and there's like monsters out in the mist.
Yeah.
And then this one of the women gets all like crazy psycho-religious on everybody, and it's a fun time for the whole family. But it kills me because at the beginning, it's got like a bunch of actors that I realized then ended up being on The Walking Dead. Which makes sense because apparently the original showrunner for like the first season of The Walking Dead directed it. But since me and Chris have been binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Not really.
well, not
it's
really
just-
binging, but like
It's just been on constantly.
It's
and
been on
hard to
constantly.
It's been on the
focus
TV.
Yep. Yeah.
on anything else.
well, it's just because it's all on Netflix now, and it's just like it's so easy to binge because each episode's only like 20 minutes, and I'm like, this is so nice to have just something on in the background. But the guy that plays Captain Holt is in it, and I've just gotten so used to him as Captain Holt, so now I'm seeing him in something else, I'm like, oh. And then then his character decides to be
This is
stupid and like
wrong.
goes outside into the mist. I'm like, Captain Holt would never be this stupid.
yeah.
Hell no.
And it's also just seeing him like, since Captain Holt's always so like emotionally reserved, seeing him actually like act emotionally is like, oh, this is strange.
But also, oh no, it's bad if he's acting emotionally.
Yeah. It's a bit of a situation. Oh, it does have it has one of those endings that's like, it's so fucking like dark and depressing, it's kind of funny. Like, do you want me to describe what happens at the end?
I remember what happens, yeah.
It's an old movie.
I mean, it's an old movie. I can't. God, it came out in 2007.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So basically, like, most of like the people at the convenience store end up getting like duped into this like, you know, weird religious cult. So then, in easily the best scene in the movie, because there's this religious nut job who's just been like, she's basically umbridging the entire movie as like she's just been such an awful person. So then, this little guy who's like the only guy in the entire place who actually knows how to shoot a gun, just she's in the middle of her speech and he just takes out a gun and just fucking shoots her. And it's like, yes! So then they all go outside, and there's like 4 of them. Because a bunch of them get killed as soon as they go outside. And then about 5 of them get into the car. So they got the main character, his son, and 3 other people. And then they're going out in the car, and there's mist everywhere, and they're passing all these creatures. And eventually they run out of gas. And so they're just stuck in the middle of the mist, and they can hear monsters coming. And the guy realizes it's like, well, you might as well, like, just end it all for us, because they have the revolver, and there's 5 of them, but there's only 4 shots. So basically the main character shoots his son, shoots the 3 other people, and then as soon as he gets out, like 2 seconds later, the mist goes away and the army arrives.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like he's like, and the movie ends with him like screaming out in pain as these like military guys are sitting there being like, what the hell? And it's like, it's so like awful and depressing, but it's so depressing it's almost funny. Cause it's just like, where? You killed your son.
Yikes.
It's just like it's actually a really good movie, but
Kill a
it's,
bunch of people that saved you.
yeah, it's just like, oh wow.
I just realized that's
think that's
a
actually one of the-
perfect it's like a perfect ending for like the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. Like as soon as he steps out of the car, the mist starts to dissipate, the army shows up. Ba, 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 da-na. Meanwhile, he's just crying out in pain. He's like, da, da-na, da-na, da-na.
I just want to see an edit of that now. I just want to see that edit.
Oh, I'm
God.
sure there is.
I'm sure it exists
there has
somewhere.
to be.
I'm going to look it up on YouTube.
That is horror. We are horrible.
Oh yeah, we're terrible.
Oh yeah. We've
Horrible fucking people.
we were
I love
having a
them.
conversation about wife beaters earlier.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Guess what? It exists.
Oh god, you found it.
There's multiple
God.
versions of it.
All right, throw it in the chat. I'll throw it in.
Link one in.
It's from 9 years
I don't think
ago.
we can.
Oh god. We probably can't. I'm pretty sure that movie's under a lot of copyright.
Yes,
Wait,
but
how's it 9 years ago? It came out in 2007.
Well, probably like
well,
That's
that video was made,
12.
9 years
yeah,
ago.
Kira, that's 12 years ago. 2007.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Oh god.
Some,
I
some-
was in
sometimes
elementary
math is
school back
hard.
then.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like 2010 anymore.
Nope. Oh dear. Yeah, that was my last year of elementary school.
Let's
It was
not continue this
2007.
conversation because
No,
we'll
it
make
wasn't-
McBride feel old.
Wait, no.
Oh
it
no,
wasn't.
it's fine.
It
It's
would've
funny
been
because
the
I was
start.
No, it wasn't.
for some reason while I was sleeping, I had the thought in my head, which is like, how long have I actually been playing bass for? And so I actually calculated when I roughly started, because I was about 12 or 13 when I started playing bass, and so it has almost been 20 years that I've been playing.
Ooh.
Wow.
You made
Oh.
yourself feel old.
I know, and that was while I was sleeping, so fuck me, right?
I started. I
Brain
want
doesn't
to get back to
office.
playing the flute. I started playing that when I was like.
You want to get the doot doot?
I mean, that's not really.
That's not really the flute. That's something else. But
when did I start playing the flute? I was in like grade 6, I think. So it would have been like 12.
Mm. Yeah, that's when I probably started playing the clarinet. I quit though.
Yeah.
oh yeah, same.
Okay.
I played the clarinet for a year in elementary school band,
So
and
it'd be
then I
like
was like,
13 years.
Yeah. I was
Right.
I did it.
trombone in middle school band. I
Oh
loved
my
it.
god, trombone.
Nice.
I loved it. I pissed off
You were-
all of my neighbors.
You were a tromboner.
Hell yeah, I was.
Oh god.
And there was
But did
only
you-
2 of us.
but did you take good care of your trombone, or was it a rusty trombone?
Oh no, I made sure it was well lubricated all the time.
Honestly, you never have to worry about that with the fucking brass idiots. They've got the fucking spit valve, and it goes
Yeah.
all over the fucking
I
floor.
got this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do remember
It was
like
that bad.
it wasn't so much us, but like the saxophones
Fucking
were
trumpets.
really bad with that, because there's a little valve at the
Oh, I didn't know
bottom
the
that you
saxophones
press and
had
it
it
all
too.
and all the spit comes out, and they were the worst ones.
For my school, it was always the fucking trumpets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck the trumpets.
Yeah.
It was literally that
See-
bit from the opening of The Simpsons where Lisa is just.
That's exactly what it is.
But also, we had like I remember there was because like I used to in like grade actually I might have been in grade 5, grade 6, but I was in a we had like an actual band and I remember that we had we had people playing the euphonium, which is basically just a tuba but smaller, and like there was always like one person that played the French horn. Like nobody else played the French horn. It was only this one kid, and it was fucking
Yep.
great.
Yeah. I probably would have actually stayed in band in high school, but I was creeped out by him, and my actual elementary school band teacher warned me,
Oh.
and that made me quit band in high school.
I was going to when I moved schools. I was going to continue flute, but they only really had like the jazz stuff, and I didn't know how to do
Oh.
those scales,
Yeah.
and it was just
Ah.
too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, at that
I-
point, I started to get a lot of teeth problems, and it's really hard to hold your mouth in that certain specific way when you're in pain.
Teeth problems.
Yep. Yep. That's very true.
I am slowly working my way and learning the not the clarinet, the ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys heard me play with it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back.
I used to play. I also used to be able to read bass music, but only to play it on the piano because we didn't have a bass player in one of our other bands, and I can't play the guitar, but I could learn to play the really low notes until I could figure out how to read it. As long as nobody paid attention to me, and I played low enough that I wouldn't be noticed, they wouldn't notice I wasn't playing the right music.
Yeah, I used to be able to read music. It's been a long time.
I always
need
wanted
to learn how to read music.
I
I
know.
always wanted to play the bass.
I'll teach
I
you
should learn at some point.
when we can. When we can all get together,
Okay,
I will teach you. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we have.
I think we were going to be taught.
Yes.
And then, a quarantine
Yeah,
happened.
because
Yes.
I've always, that was always the one thing I really wanted to learn is how to play the bass.
And I remember because it was extremely convenient because I have 2 bass guitars, so it would be easy to
Right.
do.
And then fucking quarantine.
And then life decided
quarantine
to make
happened.
things not easy.
Yeah, they decided, no,
Nope.
you don't get to learn any music. I'm like, well, fuck you.
Like fun, you get to try anything new.
How dare you consider improving yourself? No, everybody's on lockdown. Go to your room.
You had one idea, and I'm going to make the entire world suffer because of it.
Honestly. I'm sorry, everybody. It's all my fault.
God is just
I
a
wanted to
very
learn an
vengeful
instrument.
DM.
He's just a bitch.
God is the type of DM that's like DM versus player.
God is the type of mother that's just an abusive bitch.
Yeah. She's the no wire hangers sort of mom.
Honestly, though, wire hangers suck.
Yeah.
Truth?
That's a thing?
Unfortunately.
Wait, no wire hangers sort of mom?
because they
is a thing?
bend.
Yeah, that's it. It's a slightly obscure reference. There's a movie called Mommy Dearest, which became kind of a cult classic because it's not good, but it basically was about the relationship between, I think it was Faye Dunaway and her like adopted daughter. She was like super abusive to her, and there's this really famous scene where, because she's like a movie star, so she comes in and she's brought in, and her daughter's brought in like wire hangers, and she like literally just like starts screaming, just no wire hangers ever. And it's just,
I mean, that's a bit of an extreme
God.
reaction, but wire hangers kind of fucking suck.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
it's just
bend.
it became a thing.
Fair enough. I didn't
Alrighty
understand the reference.
Although the hangers that
fair.
I hate the
I did-
most and dry cleaners are the worst for these is like it's wire for the top bit and then it's
And then
cardboard for the
paper-
long bit.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
why?
those things.
Why?
I hate them so much.
I mean, I guess because like it's meant to be more. Well, it's so that they can hang up the pants because the cardboard stabilizes the metal part because the metal is a weak, flimsy bitch that'll bend. But it's still bullshit.
I
Just get
know.
yourself some plastic hangers. I cannot believe we're having a conversation
some-
about fucking hangers.
I can derail this conversation really quickly. Guess who's here?
Lemon.
There you go. Hi, Lemon.
Do you guys still do that
Lemon
thing
here
where you
to
give her
save
a
the day.
ball? Are you guys still
you
doing
hear
the
what?
give her a ball when Lemon comes to say hello?
Yeah, if you guys say hi, Lemon, in the comments, I'll give her a ball for every hi, Lemon.
Yep.
Speaking of ball, there's one under my desk already. Look at
See,
that.
there we go. That's a freebie.
Let me get it. That's a free ball. Nope, no. No, there's too many wires there.
No.
No.
Oh, this is like actually, this is a nice one. This is like one this is a fairly new tennis ball. It's still like bright yellow
Oh, wow.
with almost no hair on it. It's a fairly new tennis ball.
Wow.
Where'd you find, how did this get under my desk? When did you
Lemon.
bring me this? Lemon.
I love how
Lemon.
this is the episode of wife beaters, pets, and hangers.
And wire hangers.
And the bass. Or in music in general,
and
actually.
device.
The bass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ow, bitch.
Funny enough, just a quick little segue back into it. Just to be clear, and if he watches this episode, then fine, he can find out then. But until then, Cody is never to know. I have been using a pick to play bass for my band the entire time.
Is that a bad thing?
I hate it. I have been like a finger purist for eons. And recently, because like we haven't been practicing due to I just let it all out.
Devon and I just looked at each other like
Purist.
Just the Beavis and Butthead thing.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, since I started learning and up until probably before quarantine happened, I have always used my fingers because that's the way I was taught, that's the way I've learned, and all the techniques that I have, and that's how it works. But then, because we only started practicing again in June, I guess, so it's been roughly over a year, and my fingers have decalcified, so to speak. So it's
Really
like,
gotta choose better words.
you know
There's
what?
no good way to
there's
describe
no
this.
better
though.
There
words
aren't
for
any
this.
better words. Y'all just gotta have to grow up.
No.
So I've been,
The
I've
thing
been
is,
using.
growing up is what made me want to do this.
I know. So yeah, I've been using a pick since the summer, but Cody is
I
never
feel
allowed to
like-
know.
If I were to try and learn, I probably wouldn't want to use a pick only because I would fucking lose them all.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I can't lose my fingers. I've
Well.
tried. Like I think I have one pick I actually just have collected because I found it somewhere and I put a little like I had like a an old like nail decal thingy. So I put like white nail polish on it so there's a little heart that I in like white either nail polish or it might have been white out actually. But there's just a little white oh stinky cat.
Probably white out.
Oh stinky cat. Oh no.
Oh, actually, on the topic of losing things, I have a kind of funny story.
Ah, there we go.
Yes, Lemon, I know you're here still. So
Silence. Please don't put in the thingy.
I won't put it in. It was unintentional silence. Also, just to add to the immatureness of my entire statement regarding fingers and picks.
Your digits.
Yes. So the pick that I'm using, it's a really thick one. It's 3 millimeters, which is normally not. It's like way too thick. But it's called Big Stubby.
Oh no! Why?
I just
Why?
noticed that now.
Why? They have to know what they're doing.
Of course they know what they're doing.
That's just not okay.
But I love it because it's so stiff and it doesn't bend.
I wasn't recording
I'm
that.
not
my,
gonna
my
stop.
Mic. I don't know. I heard a beep and I looked over and my mic just stopped recording.
Whoever
And it said that Windows no
ever
longer-
invented like
No, no
guitar
one's behind my
terms
chair.
and
Windows
everything
no
like
longer
that
recognizes the
knew
CSV
exactly
device.
what they were doing. Oh no.
So I think it is
no.
about time. I
Well,
think I
that's
actually
interesting.
might get this right then.
So Kira's mic broke.
We are experiencing some
So,
technical difficulties.
I had this one before
we'll
we
hold down the
started
fort for a little
podcasts.
bit. Hopefully you should be able to come back.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out with like the game too, 'cause that's gonna be coming up soon.
June.
Yeah, a
I
few
think it
more
was
episodes
June
and it'll
was
be
our
coming back.
2-year
Oh,
anniversary.
I didn't mean that game. I meant. Oh, did
The
Kira
one
not
that
get
the
it?
one that we've been doing lately.
Yeah, Fact or Fiction.
Ah,
Third
Unless
year
we're not in
Smash.
this episode. Which
well, I guess it all depends if Kira can come back in time or not.
yeah.
So we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm excited for November for games because I really not even just for Smash, but also because we'll be able to just all hang out again. And like I want to play.
Don't
like,
say
all...
that, because then then it'll get worse, and then we won't be able to meet up. I mean, we could technically meet up now,
Yeah,
but
I want to play like Cards Against Humanity and like that meme game that we have in the car still.
Oh right, yeah,
but it's still in my car.
And like all of the card games that we got.
yeah, yeah.
I want to see people that aren't my coworkers
Yeah.
or my parents.
Yeah, I got to Maxine came over for a little bit the other day.
I hadn't seen her in like 2 years.
Yeah, it had been two fucking years.
Oh, actually, no, not quite 2 years.
No, it'd been about 2 years. Because it was her first birthday. It was Ramona's first birthday last time, and she's turning 3 in December.
Yeah, when was that though, babe?
December.
Right. What month is it now?
I know. I'm saying it's not. Like, I know it's couple months. It barely counts.
I mean, we're close enough. At this point, I'm just being pedantic, but
You're peeing pedantic.
I'm being pedantic. Honk. I don't know where the honk came from.
Oh, no. See what happens when you leave us alone, Kira?
Kira is the glue that keeps our sanity together somehow.
Kira is...
Hey!
Ah! Holy shit!
Speak of the devil.
What the fuck happened?
Oh.
Did Lemon step on something?
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's for... Well, you've had that one for a while, too, haven't you? Yeah, so it's been a while.
Which is... How long have... Been a while.
Been a while.
How long have we been doing the podcast?
It's been 2 years now, hasn't it?
Over 2 years, I think. It's been...
Yeah,
Oh my
so it's
God.
like
oh yeah, because
almost-
we're almost at the second year Smash
Yep.
Yeah,
or third year.
Third year.
Smash, I guess.
third year. Yeah.
Because we did... The first year, we did it all together. Second year was last year. Oh my god, that was last year.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when because I remember
It was
we all came
it was
up.
literal
and then
day
quarantine
before.
hit,
Yeah, it was then they reimposed restrictions.
and it was like, oh shit, we got there in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
I
Christ
remember
nothing
when we all
broke that day.
recorded-
Otherwise, we'd be like, well, no Smash Tourney this week.
Well, something
Yeah.
did break, but we salvaged it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there
We
was
were
something
having-
to do with
yeah.
some sort of audio.
The,
Yes.
the audio
I do
was
remember
broken.
that. Yeah.
I was gonna.
I don't know.
As I left, I said I had a funny story about losing shit,
Yes.
Yes. And then we lost you for a moment.
and my mic decided to die.
Whoops.
I might
It
just have
said
to
no
go-
story for you.
Yeah, when I go to the movies later, if Best Buy's open at the afterwards, I might have to just go buy a new mic.
Hey, I
It's
have to
100
go to Best Buy too.
It's $100 I don't want to spend.
We're all doing things together, but not together.
All right.
We're going to similar
Unless-
places, but different.
Unless you guys want to drive over to Coquitlam to see Venom 2 tonight.
No, I already bought my tickets
mean-
for
No.
the movie theater that's within walking distance of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And Kira can't drive.
I can't drive. I'd have to bus out there, and I work tomorrow.
So do I.
And I
Not
also
looking forward to
have
it.
an event I have to host in an hour. I have to host an event in 1 hour. So, it was my brother's mother's
Oh, dear.
birthday party. I think last weekend.
Yes.
Yes, last
Yeah.
weekend.
Because she made a special guest appearance.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. Kind of yelling over the microphone.
Yeah.
Right,
I
yes,
love
the
that. I love that I was able to make that work.
Did it actually
It
work?
was.
I didn't hear that.
It was very quiet, but it came through.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The stop being mean.
Yeah. Or no, watch your
Yeah.
language.
Watch your language.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know.
Yeah, your mother of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on her birthday night, I have gone through the tradition every year of usually buying her a cake. And she only likes one kind of cake. That is a Black Forest cake.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah, those are
So
good.
I think it was the day before we went to Metrotown as like me, my brother, and mother. We all went to Metrotown. And we were going to go actual grocery shopping, and I said, here's the money to go pick out your cake, because they have a real bakery in this store. So she was paying the whole thing, but I'm like, here's the money, so we don't have to do 2 separate bills and make this take longer. I want to go home. and you can go pick out the proper one you want this time instead of me ordering it. But
Makes sense.
we also bought sparklers, like instead of candles.
Oh, that's gonna go interestingly.
Me plus fire is usually not good. So I got the barbecue lighter in my hand. Like originally I grabbed my lighter. My desk lighter. Which is currently not even on my desk, it's over there. And then they're like, you're not gonna be able to light it with that.
Over there.
You need to use the barbecue lighter. So I grabbed the barbecue lighter. And I couldn't light it. It would not light for me. So my dad came over and he got one to light and the other wouldn't light. And then the barbecue lighter died.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Oh, by the way, this part was all filmed. So there's a video of me doing what I'm about to say. And then they're like, well, don't you have a
Could we be able to put that in the podcast?
Yeah.
If it's on the film.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was just thinking if it's on film, then you can always splice it in to show as well.
No, because there's people in there that I don't think want to
Oh,
see.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And but the only person who saw me take my actual lighter was like my cousin and my brother. So they're like, don't you have an actual lighter? There's 3 smokers in this area right now. None of them had a lighter on them. I just kind of go, because my pants didn't have pockets. They were like nice fancy pants. Bra, lighter. Just on camera, now public on Facebook. Just magic lighter out of the bra.
Yep.
What
else is it good for?
My phone was in there too. But like,
Well, yeah.
for once in my life,
Nature's pocket.
I knew where an item was that I needed at that very second.
Oh wait, yeah, that's weird.
I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it in walking from my desk to the kitchen. And I had no pockets.
It's a miracle.
And then I lost it for 4 hours until I found it again.
Well, the smokers probably took it.
No, it was underneath the cake lid.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm a smart bunny. So I found it eventually when I was cleaning up. It is now. I can see it, thank God. It's on the shelves behind me with some wood stain. Extremely flammable liquid. And a lighter on top of it.
That's safe.
Totally safe.
D-
It's totally safe.
don't like that.
It's fine.
Not a fan.
You know I have 2 combustible cans, like, at my feet, right? Fully
We
combustible.
do now.
Fully combustible, and a knife. Well, you already know I have a zillion knives.
Yeah, you have too many knives.
Too many knives.
Lots of knives. Well, yeah, those, the cans of air are, like, super combustible. And also technically
makes sense.
nitroglycerin.
Right.
Yeah.
Kira's a walking hazard.
With fun objects.
Yep. Fun,
Yeah.
fun. In the sun,
Fun.
sun.
One of these days I'm gonna actually explode and it's gonna be great.
I mean,
Yeah, but you'll never die because you don't die.
yeah. You're like a cockroach, but in a good way,
So like a lobster.
I guess.
Well, because lobsters are the cockroach of the sea.
This is true.
That is very true.
Yeah. They
don't-
actually
like,
only
they-
way
they
lobsters die.
Is to like if their exoskeleton gets too big for them and they get crushed
No.
or they can't really move
No.
or something like that.
Their exoskeleton is too small.
Too small, yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
And they can't
Yeah,
outgrow it.
I haven't taken my medication yet.
Yeah, they get so big, when their exoskeleton gets too small and they have to shed it, they can't because it's now too heavy to shed. So they actually just
Yeah.
get crushed by their own exoskeleton. Or
That
they get
or they
eaten.
get eaten. I said it first.
Well, the recording will decide who said it first. So my God, I did.
That's a good point because yeah, I guess we don't know which way it's gonna sink.
Yeah.
This is true. It could happen to anyone.
I'm not putting in
Yeah,
extra
you-
work to find out who said it first.
No.
I don't get paid enough for that shit.
You don't get paid.
We don't get paid at all. You're just a figment
Exactly.
of my imagination.
You guys are getting paid?
And the
Speaking
fourth
of
frame,
getting
what's
paid,
paid?
Yeah. I might be getting a new job soon in January. Well, not a job
Ooh.
actually, like so Maxine pointed out that there is a program thingy that like it'll pay you to do training stuff. I guess I'm not explaining it very well. But basically it's like a learning program thing where you take I guess a couple of classes or something like that and then they put you in like a work program for like 8 weeks or something like that. That's like a easier way of getting like other kind of jobs. Like she works as a receptionist for like optometry, I think, or something like that. And I'm honestly kind of really tired of working at PetSmart, and I am really tired in general of working like either retail or fast food, and I want something else, but I don't actually have any like degree or anything like that that'll get me anywhere else. Hello, Kiki. So I'm hoping that if I get like accepted into the program in January that I will be able to then quit at PetSmart since it pays me anyways, and then I find another program or get another job that'll hopefully pay more than minimum wage.
Jobs that pay more
I
than
did
minimum wage are
something-
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just that
Only
PetSmart
they
hurts a lot of my it destroys my body.
No, actually, let me correct that statement for Devon. Minimum wage is not minimum wage.
No.
And that's what hurts.
It's not what it's supposed to be.
Because
Because it
minimum
was
wage is
originally
supposed
meant to be a living wage.
Yes, minimum wage is supposed to be a living wage so
For
that you
two
would
people
be
who
able
live
to
comfortably.
afford a life with, I think it's like you plus one.
Yeah, it was meant
Without
to
having
live two people comfortably.
Yeah, and that's just so not what it is now.
No.
Like I get paid fairly
Now it's
high,
what is the bare
fairly high
minimum?
over minimum wage, and I'm still like, I could be doing better in terms of like being able to pay for all the stuff. Admittedly, most of that is because I have a fairly new car, so that's on me.
And I
But-
can't pay as much as I would like to.
So finances in
Yeah,
general.
but the point is you're
they-
supposed to be able to support two people.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
both
yeah.
working.
And yeah. Like I don't even make enough to be able to rent a room on my own.
And I work, my full-time job, and I do film work on the side. So like
Well, when the film work is
when the film work is there,
yeah.
considering they're about to go on a strike right now, who knows?
Yeah. Gotta love Vancouver.
Yep.
You gotta love industries that.
Well, I'm more for the living wage, but also yeah.
Oh yeah, because part of the whole film industry going on strike thing. It's specifically IATSE, which is one of the big film unions, which I'm not a part of, but I think I've only actually done one union shoot so far of all the shoots I've been part of, but because obviously it's well known how ridiculous the hours are on the film sets, and specifically when you factor in the turnaround time. I think you're only allowed 8-hour turnaround between days,
Yeah.
which when you're doing sometimes 14 to 16-hour days, and then
Aw,
like
Kiki.
it's a fairly common issue of sorry, Kiki's being very cute right
She
now.
decided to give kisses.
It's a fairly common issue in the
Aw.
industry of like workers coming home from a long day and then falling asleep at the wheel and getting in car crashes. People have died that way. So, and I think the straw that broke the camel's back, I think in this case, was there's a lot of what are being referred to as new media projects, which is basically media that's been being shot for like streaming services like Netflix or Disney Plus or Amazon or whatever. The contracts for the workers are paying union people less than other types of projects because they're still qualified as new media, even though streaming services now are dominating the industry. This was back when, Netflix was a fairly small thing. But so basically, long story short, is the IATSE is fighting for shorter hours, longer turnaround times, and better pay. And talks so far have not been going well. So it's looking like a strike is pretty much imminent, and that's been, it's been affecting my work because we're having to basically churn out everything super fast because the industry's trying to get as much shot done as possible before the strike very much is
Why
definitely
pay
going to
people a
happen.
living wage when we can just stress people out until, we can't do them?
Yeah, because it's like, it's one of the main reasons I haven't gone full-time into the industry is because, like I wouldn't be able to do D&D. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, does anybody remember Boobs?
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you remember when...
I found out Boobs posted a picture on Facebook recently.
Boobs works full-time as far as I'm aware, I think Boobs works full-time in the industry now.
Yep.
And we just we haven't seen him. So basically, that's what would if I went full-time into the industry as it is right now, you'd probably never see me again. I probably couldn't do the podcast. I wouldn't be able to do D&D. I wouldn't be able to really see anyone because I would just be working. I'd get home. I'd sleep for like 5 to 6 hours, then I'd be back on set. So basically, people have finally had enough of that, and because honestly, that's just unhealthy. That's an unhealthy work environment.
Extremely unhealthy.
Like I've worked like 18-hour days before, and like you're not doing your best work on 18-hour days. You were doing.
It's actually proven.
Yeah,
If you
so
work
it's
more
just
than-
yeah.
I think it's more than 6 hours. You're actually just wasting effort.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And thing is, that's only the industry doesn't work that way everywhere. Actually, I think in parts of Europe they do what are called French hours, which are basically shorter days, but there's no break for lunch. Basically, you have crafty set up and you just grab food as you work, which I think that is a much healthier way. Because I think I worked one shoot that was like that. It was very nice actually.
Plus lunches.
Because that is one nice thing about film work is that you get fed well. So yeah, that's been an issue going on right now, slightly stressing me out just because it's been impacting my work. But I think I'm hoping something good comes out of it, and maybe something maybe afterwards I'll be more willing to do more film work.
And honestly, like if this happens with like the film, because film industry is like the worst for it. So like if it happens,
actually, there is one industry that is even worse. Gaming. That's
what I was just thinking. It's like if it goes down with the film industry. Well, yeah, because if it goes down with the film industry, then maybe the gaming industry will take notice.
Hopefully, although there have been a lot of talk, from what I've heard about workers on games forming like unions, and it's been
the game industry is a mess now.
Like
Activision,
the whole Activision Blizzard thing. God.
Oh, and like there was also Ubisoft, and yeah, it's a mess.
There's also, unfortunately, I've noticed with the gaming fans as well. There's also I found less empathy from like hardcore gamers, especially. Who'd have thought?
Most hardcore gamers are toxic.
I mean, I know, and
yeah.
I feel like the prime example for that is Project Red with Cyberpunk.
Oh God, yeah.
They just got torn apart.
It did.
And like, if they just had a little bit more time to get all the bugs out, then it'd be fine. But no, everybody's all butthurt because it's like, we want the game now, and then the game comes out and it's all buggy. It's like, fuck is wrong with you? It's all buggy. It's like, well make up your goddamn minds.
Babies.
Well, especially because like, from what little I haven't gone full into the whole Cyberpunk thing, because like, I remember when that came out, that was just like one more controversy on a list of other controversies. I was like, I don't have the time or the mental capacity to really worry about this right now. But from what little I've heard about the Cyberpunk issue, was very much a example of like the corporate side of that company basically forcing the actual developers to launch the game when it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And like, cause like I think I played it a little bit on like the PS5 even, and it was buggy. Like it was playable for me, but like
We still haven't gotten back to it.
oh yeah, I still haven't gotten back to it.
Yeah, I actually
So
just
you
got
just-
back
you're
to it
replaying Mass
yesterday,
Effect.
and I tried to pick up where I left off, but it had been so long I forgot like all the controls and everything. But it was at a point where I was in a car on the way to a mission with somebody, and like the other person was driving, but every time it loaded that same save file, I was the one in the driver's seat, even though I wasn't the one driving, and so I was kind of like inside the person who was driving, and it's
Oh,
like,
dear.
oh dears, good to know things haven't changed.
But yeah, that was fascinating though, because I remember before that game came out, because the last
There's
game,
so much hype.
the last game Project Red did was The Witcher 3, which is highly regarded as one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
And like, it's one of my favorite games. It was so fucking good. So that, like, before that, everyone was like, whenever people would talk about like good gaming studios that would like, you know, they listen to the fans and blah 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 blah. It was CDK Project Red. And then after Cyberpunk, it was like, well, they're hacks. They don't know what they're doing. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you guys
Yeah.
realize that there are like actual people who do this,
Yeah.
and like, you know, sometimes
human
shit just happens. And they're also, you know, this is very much a corporate issue. So it's just fascinating to me how quickly, like, especially gamers will like to like same thing happened with Last of Us Part 2. Not that like Last of Us Part 2. That was because people, like, you know, certain gamer types had issues with the story. So it went from, you know, Naughty Dog being, like, you know, really, you know, applauded. And they still are, because that was very much kind of like a vocal minority sort of situation. Then, of course, then the actual, like, because, like, there could actually be a conversation about crunch time
Yeah.
in game development, which is awful. It's the same thing with it's the same as, like, the film industry. Hell Week, but it's like stretched over like a span of like months.
Yeah, it was kind of part of the reason why I decided I did not want to go into the game industry after all, because it's just I couldn't do
The
it.
bad call.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of, even from just people I follow on Twitter, I've heard a lot of horror stories, specifically from either women or people assumed to be female, because I think there's still a very, very unpleasant male-dominated culture.
Oh yeah, that's one of the big things that's going on with like EA. Well, not EA, but like part of EA.
The Activision Blizzard situation.
Ubisoft as well, a bunch of other big gaming studios. I can't remember them all at this point,
But it is also fascinating just how many people, especially kind of the dude bro gamer types, are very much willing to just suck the corporate dick being shoved in their mouth instead of actually worrying about, you know,
Anyways.
people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a lot of feelings because it's stuff I'm kind of dealing with right now, so it's just like, well, I have feelings.
Yeah, we set up the
I
soapbox
love
and
how
Devon
quickly
had
Al
at it.
writes. Devon enjoys his time on the soapbox. I love how quickly everyone
do.
stops when I say something or when I type something. That's really entertaining for me. We need to stop. Everybody stop.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it usually means that there's a good reason for it. Either we might get in trouble for a thing, or because it's time to stop.
It is getting
I
time
think
to
it's just
stop.
time to
It's
stop.
time
to
I think
stop.
we are
It's time to
we
stop.
are
Please.
we are at
Big
time.
might
Brad,
get-
when you edit this, can you please add in that meme?
Oh yeah, no, it'll definitely get in there. Don't worry.
Which one?
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop.
My brain doesn't know that one right now.
It's
I will find
it's
it.
filthy Frank.
Frank's not here.
Not that Frank.
Frank,
Who's Frank?
That one.
I've never
Where's
seen
Frank?
this. I do not know what this is.
you have what?
Oh my goodness.
This is of
have
no.
have you not
I
seen the glory that is filthy Frank?
I mean, I haven't
I have
watched
no
Filthy
clue what
Freak.
you're
I just
talking
know
about.
that meme.
Oh, it's a
I honestly
nightmare.
have no idea.
Oh, it's a nightmare and it's glorious.
I'm not the only one. Alright, on that note, we should probably end this. It's been around an hour,
Yeah.
I think. My timer is
Yeah, it's
off
been about an hour.
because well.
It's been about 59 minutes, and now it's been an hour.
Well,
Yeah,
this
I
was
was
a
like,
feral episode.
Yeah,
Every
well, I don't know
episode
how
Yeah,
you're
we
gonna
went
title
everywhere.
This one. Good luck
Every episode
titling
we
this
do
one,
is
McCoy.
feral.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
no
thank
idea what
you.
I'm gonna do with this one.
You'll find a way. I trust you.
Where
Well,
there's a wheel, there's
so,
a way.
wait.
IATSE solidarity.
Soap boxes and wire hangers.
Well, that was technically a soapbox too.
That's true.
Yes.
Your episode title is Soapboxes.
Soapboxes. Okay.
Out of context. Alright, on that note, we should
No
probably go.
context needed.
Don't forget, if you're watching this on Spotify or any of the other podcasty websites, don't
Yep,
forget
give us a
to
follow.
Follow us. I think they're follows. I trust
Yeah,
my
there
bride.
follows on there. Yeah.
Or if you want to see some of the weird things that we talk about in the video version on YouTube, or you just
The
want
video
to...
version's kind of great because there's a lot of weird pictures and gifs and shit.
Yeah, they'll be all in the video format, which will be on the
comes out
YouTubes.
on...
God, remember when we
Wednesdays.
just recorded we filmed ourselves doing this?
Yeah.
One day we'll get to see our faces again.
We'll get there again.
We all look different.
Yeah.
My hair's short, your hair's
Once
long.
again, I want to say, don't forget to lick those buttons if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm not going to do flavors today because my brain
Oh.
is an enigma. So we're going to just don't do drugs.
Stay
bye,
in school. Bye.
What?
IATSE
What?
solidarity.